Good morning dear students. I am teaching chapter 3 and name of the chapter 3 is the fiber to fabric. Chapter 3 fiber to fabric. And I am teaching yesterday. I have given uses of cotton and jute, and today I will give you why cotton cloths are rough as compared to silk, rayon or polyester. Why cotton cloths are rough as compared to silk, rayon or polyester. So you know that clothes are woven from threads, and the threads are spun from the natural or synthetic fibers. And the fibers of cotton and wool have many folds and uneven surface. And it is the presence of these folds and uneven surface on the fibers which makes them rough. And in case of silk, the folds are very small and the surface of fiber is not very uneven, and thus the silk is soft to touch. And in case of rayon or polyester, there are no folds and surface of the fiber is smooth, thus they are soft to touch. And you know that jute fiber is the highly uneven surface, and hence jute products are very rough, and the coconut fibers are very hard and highly uneven, and they cannot be spun to a very high degree. Thus the yarn from coconut fiber is used for making carpets, foot mats and ropes. Beginning of clothing. So you have already studied the need for clothing in article 3.1, and have you ever imagined how the people many have managed when there were no clothing in the prehistoric times? In the prehistoric times, when there were no clothing, then how they cover their body? So primitive man and woman has no idea about the clothes, and were at the mercy of weather. It is believed that the primitive humans were mostly confined to the tropics, where the climate was warm and no clothing was needed. And it is only after the discovery of making fire that primitive humans started migrating towards cold climatic regions. And in this, after some time during the Stone Age, the humans covered their bodies with the big leaves and or trees or bark of the trees or animals' skin to keep themselves warm. Before that, they were using the leaves of the trees or bark of the trees or animals' skin to keep themselves warm. And in the cold climatic regions, they wore animal furs, and they used to join these furs by making holes near the sides and then pass through them leather strips to hold them together. Later on, after some time, when the humans turned agriculturists, they learned to weave grasses and elastic twigs into mats and baskets, and they discovered how to twist wool and animal hair into long strands and finally weave cloth out of them. Woolen fabrics were worn in cold regions. And you know that early Indians wore light cotton fabrics made from the cotton which grew in the Gangetic Valley and different parts of the body instead of shaping them into cloth by cutting and stitching. Now cloths they are using, first they are cutting and stitching by the tailors, then they are using the clothes. And to use these fabrics as clothes, cotton, wool, flax, etc., the humans just wrapped them around the different parts of the body instead of shaping them into clothes by cutting and stitching. And a key tool for making stitched clothes was invented in 40,000 BC to 50,000 BC, and this tool is a sewing needle. With this invention, the people learned how to stitch fabrics by cutting them into desired shape. And stitched clothes have gone through many variations since the invention of sewing needle. However, it amazing that in India, even today, sari, dhoti, lungi and turban are unstitched pieces of fabrics. So they are using the unstitched pieces of the fabrics. Now development of clothing materials, and in terms of available raw materials, the clothing materials were developed in three phases. In the first phase, the cloths were made from the cotton, flax and the inner fabrics, that is the bark of trees. And in the second phase, animal fibers. such as wool and silk. And silk was introduced to world by the China. And in the third phase, they use the man-made fibers or synthetic fibers such as nylon, rayon, polyester were used. So these days the synthetic fibers are blended with natural fibers, cotton, wool, silk, jute, flax to make more durable and comfortable fabrics for clothing. And the type of clothes worn by us is influenced by climate, culture, occupation, daily needs, and following are the reasons for wearing clothes. So clothes protect us, you know that why we are wearing clothes. So first reason is the because cloth protect us from the cold, winds, heat and other climatic conditions. Clothes protect us from minor injuries, and clothes help us to maintain our body at a suitable temperature. That are the reason why we are wearing clothes. Clothes protect us from the cold winds, heat and other climatic conditions. Clothes protect us from the minor injuries, and clothes help us to maintain our body at a suitable temperature. So this is all about the chapter 3, fiber to fabric, and you will take a revision of this. So I have completed this chapter 3, fiber to fabric, and after that I will give you PDF chapter 2nd PDF today I have given, and you will write in the copy. I have uploaded also and I have sent in the group also. So you can write in the GSC copy. And chapter 3 is remaining, and chapter 3 I will give you. And chapter 3 also you have to complete in copy. So I have completed chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3. According to the syllabus, I have completed chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3. So all of you take revision till here.